And then now we have to draw the sectional right view. Okay, so we have to add the XY line. I can measure 10 millimeters there. Then draw in the XY line. So this is X2, Y2, right? And then I have to add the 45-degree line there, just like that. Okay, so for us to draw the right view, we'll have to project the points from the front view and the points from the sectional top view, right? Okay, I'll start with the points from the top view there. I have to project all the points to the 45-degree line, just like that. For now, I will not project the points for the section for the cut surface. I'll just project these points of the prism, and from here up, up, up. Okay, then now I have to project the points from the front view. Just like that. So now obviously I have to plot the points. I'll start with one from the front view is there, and one from the top view is there. So where they connect, it's a point. So this is point 1. Then 2 from the front, 2 from the top, there. So where they connect, it's a point. So this is point 2. Point 3 is right there. So where they connect, it's a point. So I can label the point 3. And 4 is 4. 4 is right there. I'll use this line. Where they meet, it's a point. So this is point number 4. Okay, and then I can just connect the points there, like that. Light construction. So we always start by constructing the view in light construction. Then after that we try and draw the cut surface. Okay, so now I have that shape there. Now I have to draw the bottom part of the prism. So I'll start with 1. 1 is there. So obviously where they connect, we have point 1 there. 2 is there. Where is 2 here? 2 is there. That means I'll use this line. So this is 2. And 3 is there. 3 is there. So it's a point there. Okay. 4 is there. So where they connect, it's a point. So this is point number 4. So now I can just connect the points. Just like that. So this is our right view. As you can see, we have line 1 1 there, line 2 2, line 3 3, and line 4 4. So this is our right view in light construction. So now I have to project the points from the cutting plane so that I can just draw in the cut surface, right? Okay, so I'll start with this point there. Let me just project the points first. And also this point here. And the last point there. Okay, so I'll start with this point. Obviously the cutting plane here is cutting line 1 1. So where is line 1 1? Line 1 1 is there. so that means we have a point there. Okay, then we move to this point. Remember here we have two lines. We have line 2 2 and line 4 4, right? So line 2 2 is there and line 4 4 is there. So that means we have 2 points. This is the first one on line 4 4 and line 2 2. So now I can just connect the points there, up there, like that. Okay, and then now I move to the last point there. So here obviously the cutting plane is cutting, remember, line 3 4 and line 3 2, right? Okay, line 3 4 is there, right? Line 3 4 is there, so that means we have a point there, and line 2 3 is there, so that means we have a point there. Okay, so this is the last point on the cutting plane, so I can just connect the 2 points here, just like that. So this is our cut surface, so I can just hedge that surface just like that. And then now I'll have to hedge this shape, so I'll start this side. Okay, so this is our cut surface. Let me just highlight this. So this is our cut surface. Okay, so now I'll have to draw in the remaining part of the prism, right? So obviously we've cut the prism there, and now we're looking from the left hand side, right? So obviously for us to see the cut surface here, we have to remove this portion. For us to see the cut surface, that means we're cutting that part out, right? Now we are left with this bottom part there. 3 is still there, 3 is still there, so I can just draw in that edge there, because this is the first thing that we will see from the right view. Okay, and then obviously you have these 2 lines. Those lines are here, so I can just connect those points there to the cut surface, just like that. Okay, and then we'll have this line here, this edge, which is edge 2 2 and edge 4 4, right? But remember, these points now, they are no longer there. We have cut out those points, so we'll have to draw lines from those points to the cut surface. So from 2 to the cut surface, or that point there, so it's from point 2 to that point, not all the way to point 2 up there, right? Same thing this side, from 4 going up like that, and then obviously I can just connect this to like that, just like that. So let's see, that point is cut out, that point. So this is the complete view. So this is our sectional right view, right? Okay, so now I can just mark that off. Then that means now we are left with question number 4, the true shape of the cut surface. Now we have to go back to our cutting plane there. So because now I can't project the points up there because I don't have enough space up there, and also here I can't project the cutting plane here because there's lines here, but I have some space here, right? Okay, so I'll start by adding what? An XY line. So I'll just add an XY line there, somewhere here, anywhere, somewhere here, like that. So I'll label this line X3, Y3, right? Okay, so now obviously I have to project those points to this space here, to this side, right? So obviously I'll use my compass. So I'll use this point as my reference, right? And this line here, the vertical line. So I'll put my compass there to the first point there, right? I have to project this point this side to this vertical line, and I'll also take that point there. I'll project that point to this side, to this vertical line here, right? So for this point I'll just draw a horizontal line there, and then obviously we have this point which is there, and that point which is there. So I can just project this point this side, and also that point this side. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I have this lines. So now it's up to you. You can choose the top view or the right view, right, when it comes to the true shape. But obviously we'll use this cutting plane, right? So now I'll start with this point. I'll choose the sectional top view. Né? So from this point here, if you look at our sectional top view, for this point we have how many points? We have two. 1, 2, right? So I have to project these points or transfer these points to this section. So I'll take my compass, start with this first point. Obviously my compass, I have to put my compass on the x1 y1 line to the first point there, and then obviously I'll use this line. So where is it? It's right there. So I'll mark the first point there, and then the second point is right there. So I have to open my compass to the XY line there, just like that. From the point to the XY line, I'll use the same line there. That means I'll mark a point there. So those are the 2 points of the cut surface. Okay, and then now I move to the second point from the cutting plane. So from here we have 2 points as well. I'll do the same thing. I'll start with this point here. I'll pen my compass to the XY line. So from this point to the XY line, then now I'll use this line which is here right now. So mark that point there. Okay, and then now I have to transfer this point. So just close my compass to the XY line, to the point. Then I'll use the same line, which is this one, then mark a point there. So I have this point and that point. Okay, and then now I'm done with this point. I move to the last point there. So on this point or this line we have only 1 point, so I'll do the same thing, put my compass on that point to the XY line, right, and then I transfer that point to this line. So we have a point there. So this is our true shape. Now I have to just connect the points, just like that. just like that. Then let me just use my 30 by 60 set square to hatch the surface. Okay, so this is our true shape there. Our true shape. Okay, so now I have all the views. I can just mark off everything there. So this is the complete drawing for this question.